Hey YouTube. So a couple other things that are useful to have. So this is an arbor. Um, this is a Chinese arbor. It's not super good quality, but it's good enough. And I've got a Chinese diamond wheel on it. Uh, and these wheels, they are really cheap. A diamond wheel ought to be those sort of things that the diamond like sticks to the wheel. And well, they don't particularly well on these ones. But what do you want? I think I paid $2 per diamond wheel. So, what do you want for a Chinese diamond wheel, right? These things are the dregs. But a diamond wheel is pretty handy at times. So what I've got here is this little arbor. And one of the nice things about this nut and the way this one's made is it's got two different diameters on here. So I don't remember what that is. I think it's like 13 millimeters. And flip it over and it's 5/8 or something. But anyway, that allows you to fit this nut for different size hole sizes that are in the centers. Anyway, it's a fairly cheap arbor. It works well enough, I suppose, but I would have to say it's not my favorite. But anyway, they're really cheap. You'll get a little wrench with them. I'll just dump that out. Anyway, as you can see, I bought several of them because they were so cheap. So here's another one that I don't have on anything yet. But anyway, they were like $4 a piece or something. Really, really inexpensive. And you get what you pay for. So good enough, I suppose. And you get a little craptastic stamped wrench and a little craptastic pin wrench. So the little wrench goes on these little flats in here, and the pin wrench goes in those holes to unlock these things. They work okay. Got those on eBay. This one is a way better arbor, and I forget what size it is. I think it's 1/2 inch, 5/8. Yeah, I think it's 5/8. But on these arbors, you have the nut on the bottom, so it creates a lot of clearance problems. Because you've got this big bolt, 8 millimeter or 10 millimeter bolt coming out, and then the nut on there and things like that. This one here is just flat on the bottom, so it can't ever come unthreaded and spin your disc off into oblivion. Instead, it's all trapped on there. Instead, you have the nut on top. Anyway, this thing comes with, yeah, that's right. So there's the shaft, which is 1/2 inch, and then it has sleeves that slide down here for the various other arbor hole sizes. So this one is absolutely brilliant. It's well designed, but it costs a little bit more. I paid $15 for this one. But this thing never ever comes loose because it has reverse threads on it, so it can't come loose. The nut's always getting tighter, based on direction of rotation. Whereas these ones here, it has forward threads on it, so the nut will come loose, and it'll thread off the bottom and drop your disc, whatever that is, off the bottom. Then it goes sailing away. Whereas this one here, if the nut could come loose, your disc isn't going anywhere. It can't because it's completely trapped. This is a much better arbor by a long shot. Definitely worth the $15 I paid for it. Also, much better, much better diamond wheels. I probably will have these diamond wheels for 20 years, and they'll still be, just as good as they are today. But they cost like $10 a piece, as compared to $2 for these Chinesium pieces of shit. All right, so next thing is little tiny micro chucks. So this is the smallest one I have. It's got a steel shaft, and then the rest of it's it's all crap, basically. So you have this threaded section that pushes the three jaws, which you can see in there, push the three jaws together. But if you notice, they don't come together very good. I mean, they are way the fuck off center. This is, I don't know. I think I paid like $3 or $4 for it because I needed something that I could put in my drill press and hold pin drills with. And it's atrocious. Just garbage. Don't buy these. It's shit. So I after I bought that one, I went back again, found a slightly better one. So this one has got a hex shaft on it, but it's still the same assembly. The shaft threads up inside and pushes the three jaws together, and it centers up a good bit better, and it will take pin drills, which is great. But the problem is it still doesn't bring the three jaws together in the center. So your pin drills are wobbling all over the place. Again, another steaming pile of shit. So then I bought an even bigger one that would also take pin drills. And this one is okay. And it works the same way. The centerpiece still threads up inside, but they put a lot more precision to it. And I think I paid like $15 for this one. You know, this one was like $4, and this one was like $2. And the the cost definitely comes through in the quality. But yeah, this one, you know, it's a bit bigger, and it's got a hex shaft on it again. But this one, it still doesn't come together particularly well. But eventually it does, and you don't get much run out, and it will take little tiny pin drills. So this was the only one where I'd actually say, you know, it was semi-worth buying, because at least it doesn't have a horrendous amount of run out like the other two do. But, you know, it cost me $15. But it allows me to put like really tiny drill bits. Here we go. Like that. That's a 1mm drill bit. My chuck that's on the drill, it can't close that small. So you know, this pin drill chuck will do that. Will hold these really small drills. And in fact, I have a whole bunch of drills that are smaller than this. You know, for drilling like you know, like 0.2mm holes and stuff. Anyway, yeah, for your really small drills, you need something that can hold them well. If you need to drill really small holes in something. And anyway, if you look around, you can find this on eBay and Amazon. I think I paid $15 for it. This is the one to get. It's bigger than the other ones. It's actually semi-decently made. These other things are just steaming piles of shit. I don't even know why I kept them around. But yeah, they are definitely not worth the price of tea in China.